If you stop and look around, wherever you are watching this, there is a very good chance that most of the things around you were transported by truck. That includes most of what you consume today and will again tomorrow and the next day and so on. Now consider this. When the drivers of those 18-wheelers go to fill their tanks these days, it costs over $1,000. That's the average cost to fill a truck with fuel once. So with the oil companies charging record amounts and making record profits, how do you think they were welcomed before Congress today? NBC's Tom Costello starts us off tonight in Washington. Tom, good evening.
Hi, Brian. In fact, that hearing got a lot of attention, but it was really gridlock on some of the nation's highways today that helped drive this point home. Diesel fuel, now about $4 a gallon. That's up $1.50 in just a year. It is really hurting the independent truckers. They make up about 90% of the nation's trucking fleet. From the New Jersey Turnpike to Tampa to Connecticut to Chicago. A day of protest as the nation's independent truckers parked their rigs over the skyrocketing cost of diesel fuel.
Every load we carry, we're losing money because of the cost of fuel.
The numbers are staggering. A typical tractor trailer carrying 250 gallons of diesel now costs $1,189 to fill up. That's up $275 from 6 months ago, up $352 in 1 year. Filling up can cost more than some truckers make in a single week. Nightly News digital correspondent Mara Schiavocampo found truckers ready to pull over permanently.
I think when I get home, I'm going to quit. Just kind of hang it up for a while and see what happens.
This whole situation has been nothing more than manipulation around greed.
On Capitol Hill today, oil company executives were under fire for failing to invest more in alternative fuels while earning a record $123 billion in profits last year. Democrats are threatening to cut off $18 billion in tax breaks passed by a Republican Congress.
If you were going to give awards for taxpayer abuses, this would win the Heisman and the Oscar and the Nobel Prize.
But the oil execs say their corporate taxes are already higher than most.
Taxes should be fair, stable, and pro-competitive.
They insist global demand and market forces are driving up pump prices, and their profits are in line with other industries.
Our earnings, although high in absolute terms, need to be viewed in the context of the scale and cyclical, long-term nature of our industry.
Meanwhile, back near Tampa today, trucker David Santiago was talking about survival.
We just can't take it anymore. A few more months and we'll be out of business.
The truckers want Congress to mandate that they pass on 100% of the fuel surcharges. Otherwise, say the truckers, they fear that some of them may be driven out of business. Brian?
All right, Tom Costello at the pumps tonight in Washington starting